Hello friends. For the last 12 days, I have been literally passed out in bed. It has been such a wild ride. I cannot believe I went 12 days having the worst cold I probably have ever felt. This one probably came in second. I have been sick before. It was like back in 2019, and I'm like pretty positive that I had COVID back then before it was even announced into the world a few months later in 2020, because I was sick in bed back in 2019 for like 3 weeks, and every doctor we went to, they said it was a cold and there was nothing they really could like do or give me. And looking back now, I'm like, we had just came back from like a trip to Hawaii that fall, and I got sick probably a few weeks later, and I'm like, I wonder if I got like a really early case of COVID before anyone knew what it was, because that was insane. But the last 12 days, I will tell you, comes in second because it was so crazy. As you guys know, Carlos got pretty sick after Remy's wedding. He was pretty much sick the entire week and a half after that. And then after he was starting to feel a little bit better, not 100%, but a little better, I got it. And it started with a sore throat. And then the throat was like razor blade. Like, it was so bad. At one point, I thought I had like strep throat. Turns out I didn't have strep throat, thank goodness. And then there were never any fevers or anything, which was kind of weird because I thought I would break out into a fever. But yeah, razor blades in my throat every time I swallowed. It was so bad. And then it went into a congested nose. There were so many different things that happened. I did not start feeling better until probably a few days ago, until something else happened to me. But wow, you guys, 12 days of just rotting in bed and not being able to breathe. I feel so good that I can breathe and like get up. Like, every time I would get up to eat, take my medicine, the fatigue was so bad. We didn't have any groceries. So I made a little turkey sandwich, like real quick. I even forgot mayo. I'm going to get my nails done. I pulled out all my nails because the girl was so freaking stressed out. I even took out my extensions. My amazing husband took the, what are they called? Oh, this, my brain, what is it called? The thing to clip the extensions, what are they called? Anyways, Carlos helped me take out all of my extensions because I was due for a hair appointment to move up my extensions, got really sick, had to miss it, and my hair was dangling and it was so uncomfortable. So he sat there for 30 minutes and just helped me take out my extensions. Thank goodness for Carlos being there for me, and shout out to my best friend for making me chicken noodle soup. She drove it all the way here. That saved me, you guys, because that day was probably like the worst that I had been, and thank God for Michelle making me soup because it was absolutely delicious. I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna go. Okay, now that we're on the road, I felt like I was rushing a little bit. I think I'll make it there on time. I just have to go to my nail appointment. But anyways, you guys, back to my story. So all was good. Let's see. Started out with a sore throat, went into like almost strep throat. It felt horrible. And then I had obviously a very congested nose. I think that's where we like said our goodbyes for the last week. I think I posted a video and I was like, I'm severely sick, and that's where it cut off. After that, the throat got worse and worse, and then it got better. And then I had like, I didn't really have a cough, but it's like I really had to cough because I had mucus. So it was that. And then I was starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I was like, I'm feeling better. We're now on day, I think it was like day 7 or 8. And I was like, oh my God, it's been a week. Usually I'm like better around this time if it's just a cold. And I was like, this is great. Anyways, then then my like on this side, so my left, the lower, the bottom back three like what they're called, like molars or something, the bottom three and the top three started aching. And I know that when you have a pretty bad cold, your teeth tend to ache, but oh my gosh, you guys, this ache, if you guys have ever had a toothache before, it is the most uncomfortable thing ever. It like takes over your entire life, your entire soul, your body. Like you cannot focus on anything else. It is so hard to sleep. And so my teeth started aching and I was like, Carlos, my back teeth are aching and it's only that spot. Nothing's wrong with my teeth. Go to the dentist every 6 months. Just went to the dentist for a cleaning. Nothing's wrong with my teeth. Like, this is extremely random. So then I started like touching around that area and I was like, this is so weird. Like the gums now are kind of throbbing. The teeth was really achy. And then I noticed that basically my left cheek was swollen and very tender to the touch. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on here? So it turns out, long story short, that you have a muscle there where your like jaw and your cheek are, and it's called the masseter. I don't know why on Google it doesn't say masseter, it says masseter. So I don't know if there's like 2 ways to say it, but we're just gonna go with masseter. So there is a masseter muscle right here. If you take like your, say you do this side and you take your hand and you put your thumb inside your mouth and then the other fingers on the outside, you actually can feel it if you go all the way back. It feels just like a chicken breast. That's how thick it is. It feels just like a good slice of a chicken breast. That's like the best way for me to explain it. So after doing obviously like research and trying to figure out what this was, I went there, I touched my masseter muscle and it was so painful. And I was like, oh my God, Carlos, I don't know what's going on. I've never experienced this before. So it turns out there's nothing that the emergency room can do for you when you're going through a masseter muscle trigger is what it's called. The ER can't do anything for you unless you cannot open your mouth, you can't breathe, and you're like extremely swollen to the point where like this obviously is a huge hazard. But if you're just experiencing even like a 9 out of 10 tooth pain, they can't really do anything for you. All they can really do is give you basically Tylenol and Advil, and you basically have to stock it up for a few days. So anyways, you guys, I had that. So what we were told to do was, and at this time I'm still on Dayquil, so you can't take Dayquil and Tylenol at the same time because you will overdose and you're not supposed to. So I basically got off Dayquil and the Tylenol was the only thing that would help for a little bit, and then the pain would come back, and then the whole side started being very tender and there was like not too much of swelling. The swelling did go down within like 2 days, but what we were told to do was Carlos had to put on some gloves and he had to put his hand in my mouth the way that I demonstrated earlier and basically grip that muscle, the masseter muscle, and he basically had to massage it, and we had to do like different massage styles. So at one point there was one where he had to basically pinch the part that hurt and then pinch it for like 30 seconds and then he would have to drag it out and release it. And I'm telling you, the pain was insane. It was like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I can only imagine like if you had like a bruised leg or like a sprained ankle and someone had to go in and massage it, and this one was like inside my cheek. And then I found out that so I already knew this about myself. I'm a grinder when I sleep at night, and I'm either really tired, very stressed, or I'm sick. I grind my teeth severely. I've known this my entire life, but something else that I've learned is that when I am going through those things as well, I clench my teeth without knowing it. So I'm not aware that I'm even clenching my teeth, and now that I'm more aware, I realize that I do it often. But clenching your teeth and grinding can overwork the masseter muscle. Hence, you can trigger it, and that's how it causes like all the pain. So after, I would say 8, 9, 10, 11, 3 or 4 days, the pain finally went away on its own. All I really took was Tylenol, and Carlos did the massage for me a few times a day. But the first few days, you guys, I was in tears. It was really, really painful. And it's so crazy because nothing's wrong with your teeth, but that is like the first symptom that you'll feel. So I wanted to share that with you guys, just in case any of you guys are going through it, or you get, you know, I mean, I don't wish that on anybody, but if you guys do go through it and you experience it, just to know, like, don't be alarmed. The emergency room cannot do anything for you. You're probably just gonna waste money going there. A lot of the time, some places will have like a trigger steroid that they can, like, it's like a shot that they can put into your masseter muscle, but those places are really rare, and then sometimes those are just temporary. So what I have planned next is Carlos and I actually found a it's like a facility near us that focuses on things like that, and so I'm gonna go there and see what I can do, because I feel like I've been grinding my whole life and this is probably not gonna get any better as I get older. I'm also going to get a more professional, legit mouth guard and see if that helps. So there are things that you can do to like help it. So anyways, that's what I've been dealing with. So when I was starting to feel better, I had to deal with that and couldn't eat, couldn't really talk. It was horrible, friends. I do not wish any of that pain or the last 12 days on anyone. And I'm just so grateful for my husband and my best friend being there for me. My God, Michelle checked on me every single day. I'm so glad she's better too. She was having some digestive issues, and we're so bummed because we actually had a Vegas trip planned, y'all. I am so bummed, but Michelle and I mutually decided to cancel the Vegas trip because she couldn't really like enjoy herself and eat, and then I couldn't really obviously even get out of the house. I'm home, I took a shower, I am getting some dinner in me. I have some soy sauce here with some chili and cucumbers, and then I have mackerel fish with some rice. Oh my God, that fish is so good. Ooh, this is a good bite right here, friends. Rice, fish, cucumber. Oh my God. This is amazing. I'm gonna watch some episodes of Love Island because I think I missed 2 episodes. And you guys, Carlos and I found a new show that we love. It's called Animal Kingdom, and it's on Netflix. We're on season 4 already. So good. I love everything with cucumber. It hits.
It's like you're doing your life all over again.
Yeah.
You're just making better versions of yourself. Like, that's actually a really good way of looking at it.
Sure.
The girls are off to brunch on the balcony. For those not sure, brunch is a combination of the words breakfast and lunch. And the boys think this is an absolute outrage.
I needed this. This is perf.
Cheers to womanhood, to motherhood,
Yes.
to parenthood.
I'm making some rice. Carlos and I decided to do sausage, rice, and cucumber tonight for dinner. We wanted something easy, simple, and full of flavor. If you guys haven't had sausage, rice, and cucumber for dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever it may be, you're missing out. It's a really, really good meal. So I am making some jasmine rice. I have 2 cups of jasmine rice running here. This will probably take maybe 10-15 minutes. So I'm gonna let it sit here. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna make us a matcha. Okay, it's on. Last time I had it running and it wasn't on. I have been getting my life together and catching up with emails because I have not talked to anyone in almost 2 weeks. I have never had my phone on Do Not Disturb every single day of my life because I could not even stare at my phone screen, you guys, because it was giving me like a minor headache. It was just too much brightness going on. So I spent the last 24 hours catching up on emails, letting everyone know that I survived and I am alive. And then everything that got postponed or moved back, I had to reschedule. So I cannot believe we are entering the second half of the year, which is personally my favorite. I love fall. And I went to Michael's the other day to return some crafting stuff, and I saw that Michael's had a Halloween section, friends. A Halloween section in July feels illegal, but why did it make me so happy? It felt really weird to see Halloween plastered everywhere at Michael's. But if there's one thing I've learned, you're supposed to shop early for Halloween starting in July, and then I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like I feel like I should know this by now, but I think in August and September, right, is when they bring out the Christmas stuff. That's why by the time I go and look for Christmas stuff, everything is like sold out because everyone already bought everything. Oh, I am going to put water in here for the matcha. Hopefully this matcha comes out tasting good. I'm not really a good matcha person, so we'll see. I love this Kosari. I think that's the brand Kosari thing that heats up my water. I love it, love it. I bought it when we moved into this house. I've had it for like, what, 4 or 5 years now. I like that it's clear, like you can see through it. I don't know how I feel about things that are like closed off, because like, what if it's rusting at the bottom and I can't see it? I don't know, but it lights up and then you can see it boil and then it turns off when it's ready to go. So yeah, let's make a fun little matcha drink. I was at Michelle's house months ago, and she made me her matcha, and I got inspired to start making matcha at home. So Michelle actually taught me how to make matcha, but I am just not good at it. Like I can't get the ratios right, but I bought everything that she told me to buy. So I got this matcha whisk thingy and this, and then I think this is the one that she told me to buy. It's very fancy looking. This is it. So if you guys are like matcha enthusiasts and I'm doing something wrong, please correct me and let me know, because I don't know what I'm doing. This is probably my like 3rd time making it. Oh my god, I forgot I opened this one. I thought, oh, can't I don't want to waste anything. Okay, I also got this one, which I'll save for another day. But Michelle uses Giovanni vanilla, and then I also have silk or oat milk. I knew I was missing something. As you can tell, I'm such a newbie at this. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? How much matcha do you do? When I asked Michelle, she was like, follow your heart. And I was like, okay. My heart's saying that much. And then you do this. I will say, making coffee or matcha at home or any drink at home instead of buying it, 1, saves you money, like we all know that, but 2, it's actually very therapeutic. Okay. The thing that I can't seem to figure out is how much water, like, is that too much water, friends? Do I add more matcha? Okay, I watched a video and this girl was like, do zigzags and then do circles. I'm lost. Making matcha is an art. Like, why do I feel like this is not enough matcha? Okay. Then we have the milk. Last time I did this, I put too much milk. And then the Giovanni. Then mix that. I think I'm gonna have to watch more TikToks on how to make matcha. Okay, so we're mixing this. Okay. Does it look like matcha? Yeah. Okay. Okay. You think too much water in the matcha, friends? Like when I mixed it? Too much milk? Oh God. Well, let me try this and see. Wait, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it needs a little sweetener. I want to do more Giovanni's. I'll do a little of this Tarani vanilla. Yes. Okay, it isn't as bad as I thought. I will say, I do think I need more matcha powder. Maybe less water. Do you guys think more matcha powder or less water? I don't know, but it's not bad. Alrighty, for this one, I did different portions for the matcha and the milk and stuff, so we'll see. I feel like this one looks better. I'm not gonna lie, looks good. I do think this one looks better, friends. All right, let's see. We gotta go. Boys, what are you doing? I think we're getting close. This one's better. What happened? Why are we barking? We're getting close. I'm going to master this recipe. But wow. Fairly easy. So tasty. So worth making at home because it's like $8 at the store these days. Matcha is crazy. And just like that, our rice is ready to go. The trick is, once the rice is ready, you want to fluff it up and let it sit for an additional 10 minutes so it can continue cooking, and then it'll be the perfect consistency. So I just want to fluff this up a little bit. It also does help to have a rice cooker as well, I will say. I love my rice cooker. Your girl seems to mess up a little bit when I have to cook rice in a pot, so I'm still working on that, but rice cooker makes life very easy. I'm gonna get started on dinner. So these are the sausages that Carlos and I love. It's the Adele's Cajun style smoked sausage made with pork. These are so good, you guys. They are full of flavor. You don't have to do anything to them. They're really good with rice and cucumber. They're really good in seafood boils. They're so good with pasta, hot dogs. I highly recommend. I've been eating these for years. I love the whole brand overall. But we are going to, you guys are about to see how easy it is. So there's 4 in here, 2 for hubby, 2 for me. And you can cook them however you want to. The air fryer is going to be the fastest and easiest. You just pop it in and you don't have to think about it too much. And then we also have cucumbers as well, and then we have our rice, and we're ready to go. I think my husband requested a fried egg, so that's what we're gonna do right now too. I am going to opt out of the fried egg. Why can I not get this today? Oh, there we go. I caught up on Love Island last night. I cannot believe the finale is around the corner. And right now, like I said, we're watching Animal Kingdom. So freaking good. We're on season 4. There we are. Oh my god, I haven't had this meal in a little bit. I'm so excited. Okay, so we have the 4. I do like to cut a little bit of slits on them, so when they cook in the air fryer they get nice and crispy. It's faster to cook when they open up a little bit. It also makes it easier to break it apart into smaller pieces. Perfect. Pop them in the air fryer. I keep forgetting how much I cook them for, so I'll have to let you guys know on the screen or something after I figure it out. But we're gonna do 400 right now. Let's start with 400 degrees Fahrenheit for, I'm gonna do 10 minutes. If it's not ready, I'll add an extra 5 to make it 15. Just wash them. I'm gonna cut them into little circles. Just wash the cutting board and the knife. I'm just gonna reuse it so I don't have to dirty anymore and have to do more dishes. Everyone always asks me where I got this little butcher's knife. It's super mini. I got it at the Asian store. If you guys ever go to like an Asian supermarket, please promise me you'll check out like the kitchen section. They have the coolest pots, pans, plates, cutting utensils, chopsticks. It's so fun there. So I'm gonna do little rounds. And it's super easy, you guys. Our sausage will be done in probably 7 to 10 minutes from now, and dinner will be served. Oh, I have to make that fried egg. Do you guys want to see what happens when my boys hear me cutting cucumbers? Let me show you. They know the sound. When the cucumber bag comes out and you start chopping, they know it's cucumbers. So pretty. I think for Carlos, I'm gonna have to chop up the sausage because of his veneers, which is fine. My mom always said, people eat with their eyes first, so you visually always have to make your dish pretty or presentable. And one thing she always taught me when we were in the kitchen together growing up was you always clean your plate. So if you're serving any sauce or soup and there's splatter on the edges or the sides, make sure you clean it up first because people eat with their eyes first. So I have the rice going here, and I think I'm gonna do a very nice circle fried egg on top, sausage, and then cucumbers. I have this little circle pan. Just gonna do one egg. So. Some oil there so it doesn't stick. Wait for that to heat up a little bit. Love this thing. It's like my favorite thing I have in the kitchen. Oh, let me check on the thing, the sausage. Oh yeah. 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You guys, for 10 minutes. 10 minutes for 400 degrees Fahrenheit. They're perfect in there. Perfect. These look good. How good these look, friends. It's hard to see. The sausages could be a little prettier. If you're gonna do it this way, because maybe someone you know can't bite into the sausage, cut the sausages before you cook them. It'll be prettier. But regardless, it still looks good. Oh my god, it fits the circle perfectly. There we go. And then for the cucumbers, we do them on the outside. And I have my egg. The egg goes right on top of the rice. If you want to do the egg on top of the rice, make sure that the bottom of the bowl that you're using for the rice to get the shape is flat. That way the egg will lay like perfectly on top. I'm gonna add just a little bit of the sesame seasoning. And there you have it. Dinner is served. I am going to plate mine. Carlos said I should film a quick TikTok, and then we're gonna have dinner together. So. I like these sausages, but the other ones have mozzarella in them and they're so good. The ones in the... I was gonna make those.
These are really good.
These are the Cajun ones we like. Have you ever had the big kielbasa ones? The ones that are like a U?
I don't think so.
Those are good too. I think it's time that we wrap up this little project that we started 2 weeks ago so I can move on to a different project, you guys. So as you guys know, I've been really into like making clay stuff as a little hobby at home. I've been really enjoying it, but hopefully your girl gets better because the things are coming out kind of ugly these days. But I am doing the last step now. As you guys saw, I made a little tray. It's over there. I'm gonna show it to you guys real quick. But as the last step, you want to put like a top coat over, so it's like nice and glossy, unless you guys want it matte, of course. There are like other ways to do this. A lot of people will even bake their clay. I chose to go this route, which is using a UV resin. So for UV resin, it could be kind of dangerous. So I bought a mask that I'm gonna put on. And then as far as protecting your skin, because you do not want to get this on your skin, you guys, you want to buy these gloves. Make sure that it says this right here. These are the gloves that you want. You don't want the gloves with like the powder on it. So I got everything off Amazon. It was just so easy to go on there, and things were way cheaper on there, you guys. I went to my local like Michael's, and it was so expensive at the store. Everything was at least like $5 cheaper. So you want to put the gloves on, protect yourself with the gloves, and then you also don't want to inhale it, so you want to put the mask on, which I will also be wearing the mask in a little bit when I get started. But this is the UV resin that I am going to use. And I also got this silicone mat to protect the surface area that I'll be working on. And then I also got a UV light. I just went ahead and got like the best seller that was affordable. So I got this, and we want to plug it in. And I think that my project will fit perfectly under this Let me carefully open this. There we go. Fairly easy to open. You also, if you want to go the extra step, you can also buy gloves as well to protect your eyes. And then, so we have that going. You want a brush. I got these inexpensive brushes. I think what I'm going to do though is go to the Dollar Tree and get brushes as well. Because since these will be working with the resin, they are going to get ruined fairly quickly. So you don't want to spend too much money on these brushes. It's so ugly. I think I might do the bottom first. So it's just a clear. Okay, and then you put it under the light. Seconds. Oh wow, that was fast. I did it for 3 minutes and it's already done. Nice. Okay. Part of my flower. Whoa. It's really strong. It's not coming off. Wow. The reason I also like resin is because it's extremely shiny. All right, this is the finale. Okay, friends, it's done. This is why I chose to work with the UV resin, because it gives you the most shiniest finish. If you guys are interested in doing this at home, there is another option where you don't have to like go and get like the UV light and stuff. I think I have it right here. So if you don't want to work with like resin and get like the gloves and the mask and the UV light and spend all that money, you can easily grab this on Amazon or at Michael's. It's called Mod Podge and it is a gloss, and basically it acts just like resin and it's a top coat, and you pour it all over your project and brush it over, and then you let it sit in the sun for, I don't even know how long, maybe a few hours or so. Apply with the brush, clean up while wet with soap and water. It doesn't say how long, I'm gonna have to look it up. The only thing is, if you use this, it's not gonna be as shiny. It'll still be glossy, but if you're looking for your project to be like extremely shiny and sealed like this, this probably won't get you there, but it'll give you a nice gloss. But I really wanted the extreme shine for my project, so I went with the UV light and the resin. But I am aware that this is very ugly. Hopefully my skills improve as I keep going, but it's giving SpongeBob SquarePants. I think it's cute. Michelle is actually taking my first project as a memory. I did KT in the back and then the date and the year. But she wanted the first project, so I'm gonna give it to her and she can put her like memory cards in here or something. But I don't know what to make next. I think the next thing that I want to do is make little magnets. I think that'll be cute. I think I'm gonna make little food magnets, because you can go online and buy little magnets to put onto your project and people can put it on the fridge. I think that'd be really cute for like gifting and stuff. But what do you guys think of my very ugly project? It's so cute. I think the green is the prettiest, huh? The green is really pretty. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to have to say my goodbyes here because it is getting late and I want to like wash up, and I'm actually still taking my medication right now. I want to finish that off. And yeah, I love you guys and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It looks good. Oh, I did want to ask you guys something. Please let me know in the comments down below what you think about doing weekly vlogs, or would you prefer 2 vlogs a week? So for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been doing 2 vlogs every single week, basically. I think at one point Carlos and I did 3 vlogs a week and then we cut back. And so we've been doing 2 vlogs a week. Obviously, a lot has been going on in the last month, so I've been a little bit absent. But oh my god, such a at night, I don't know why at night like things like start flaring up a little bit and then they disappear. It's the weirdest thing. But anyways, I've been considering going to weekly vlogs. I think weekly vlogs would be fun. They obviously would be like 45-minute, almost 1 hour vlogs every week. I'm thinking about posting it maybe every Sunday morning for you guys. And then it also covers a lot more. So like I'm doing a lot more throughout the week, which is really nice. But anyways, I just wanted to get your input. Let me know what you think about weekly vlogs. I'm not saying that the 2 vlogs a week are an issue, because they are not. Carlos and I really like the 2 vlogs a week. But I just wanted to kind of gouge? That's the word, right? I just wanted to kind of get your input and see where you guys are in life with your scheduling. Are you watching vlogs twice a week, or would you rather like 1 big vlog every week? I don't know. I just wanted to see what you guys are doing. Like, I'm personally like a YouTube watcher. I love watching my favorite content creators every week. I personally have a limit where like if it's too many videos, I can't catch up. I've been really into weekly vlogs, so that's kind of like why I kind of wanted to ask you guys where you're at in your life. Like, I don't know, and I feel like a lot of us are taking in a lot of short form content. So if I do the weekly vlogs, maybe I can do shorter vlogs on like Instagram Reels or TikTok or whatever. But anyways, just wanted to get your interest on that. I will see you guys in the next video. I cannot believe it is midsummer and we are about to enter my favorite time of the year, which is the second half of the year. I love the second half of the year. You guys know I thrive when it becomes like end of summer into fall and winter. It's my favorite time. And I'm feeling good about the rest of the year. Hopefully we were sick once and we don't get sick the rest of the year, honestly, because that was just torture. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.